good morning guys. We're gonna cook some oatmeal today for breakfast. Actually, I'm feeling awfully tired just because I feel like I didn't get enough sleep. You know, I went to bed at like 11, but still, it feels like it was not really enough. And the problem is today is not a very typical day, I should say, because today I have 6 classes, and that's not normally how I do that. Normally I have like 4, 5 tops, but because some of them were scheduled, now I'm stuck with 6 classes in one day and a therapy session. An hour and a half therapy session. An offline therapy session. So it means that I'm gonna have to spend plus 2 extra hours like getting back and forth. It's gonna be fun. So I still have no idea how many grams of oatmeal I need. Just because no matter how much I make, every time Mark seems to be disappointed. Just because it's too much for him. And you can probably get it now why I don't make a lot of videos in the kitchen, because I hate this place. It's tiny and I hate the ugly wallpaper, but we're in this apartment, so we're not allowed to like change anything here. However, I don't want to change the apartment either, just because it's like the location is really nice and I really like the main room, like the living room. So yeah, I'm stuck in this ugly kitchen, but feeling hopeful that one day I'm gonna have a big one with nice design and it's gonna feel comfortable just cooking something there.
That's not that long of a story.
No, it felt like a long story if you were there.
Hey,
Lily.
Where are you going?
To Ren's room to get ready because this afternoon I'm getting married.
Ну и чё, как жизнь-то блогерская? Ты как-то опоздал, как будто лет на 10.
He asked me to make a vlog. It was not my decision. And by the way, it's gonna be in English.
Ну а я-то типа нет. Я-то не участник твоего влога.
That's what I'm talking about when I mention haters. Haters gonna hate, but you're gonna do the job. Mom is gonna make big money. Bless you.
Спасибо. Было больно. Вот. Кстати, а где твоя раскрасочка? Ты ее давно не раскрашивала.
You mean the one with unicorns?
Да.
It's somewhere in the drawer. Bedside table.
Значит, ты не раскрашивала давно.
I guess I haven't had any anxiety attacks.
Я прослушал, я зевнул.
What?
Я зевнул и прослушал.
I didn't have any anxiety attacks, so I had no reason to color it.
Блин. Ну так это хорошо.
Well, that's a good thing. I'm surprised how my husband knows the word anxiety, but still he pretends like he doesn't speak English. You know that some of my students do not know the word anxiety. Oh, so it's really hard with all of these surfaces in Turkey, as far as I understand. It's like really complicated. So I have a couple of minutes before my next class because my student seems to be running a bit late. So I decided to show you my working place a bit. It looks very very messy. Sorry about that. I just didn't have time to do anything about this in the early morning because I had a very early morning class. So as a typical teacher, I always have a lot of mugs on my table, one with water, one with coffee, and sometimes I forget to wash one of them, so I just bring more and more mugs, and I think my top was like when I had 4 mugs at once on one table, which was a lot. But yeah, I'm actually super grateful that the student is running late because I actually drank too much water in the morning and I really wanted to pee badly. Sorry for this information, but it's so hard when you have like 4 classes in a row because basically you don't even have time to go to the toilet. So now I have, and I'm feeling super prepared to continue my work for the day.
Salmon roll brioche, shrimp salad, oyster soup, bread and butter. Brown, not putty. Brown.
Are you going to drink something?
No.
No
I
drink.
didn't want. Your hair beautiful today.
Thank you. It's Dyson.
Dyson, yeah. Sponsor my hair, Dyson.
Yeah. So 3 classes done, only 1 to go, and it's a group class with my beginners. Super excited about that because they're really cool. They're entering the chat right now, so I better get back to work.
Balthazar, I go every morning when I'm here. They have the best latte.
At home I drink black tea. По утрам я включаю.
I drink black tea. Yeah, I can see the similarity.
Хотела бы мартини.
I love this doctor in our group.
Because when I have very beautiful day, I became with day with martini.
Yeah, martini morning is a good beginning of the day.
Кофе не справляется.
Yeah, coffee doesn't help. I even made a video with this because it looks amazing. Oh my god, you can lift your ears! So I just finished my morning classes. I don't know if you can hear anything because it's windy as hell, as usual. And I'm running to the therapy session, but I'm like awfully hungry. Eating on the go is a very bad idea, guys. It's super bad for your digestion, but who cares? I mean, I'm already wearing a yellow fur coat and I'm all like very colorful. Who cares if I'm also eating when I'm walking? My therapist works in an office building on the 6th floor, and it would be much easier, you know, to just use the elevator, but it's an old type of an elevator with 2 doors, and I'm always terrified of this one, so I never use it alone, and there was nobody to accompany me, so to say. So I have to get to the 6th floor on foot, climbing the stairs, so let's do this together. Apparently my physical activity is not enough to prepare me for climbing those stairs. I feel so tired. I always love walking back home after my therapy session because it gives me some time to think about what we've just discussed with my therapist, and I always visit one of the cafes just to get a cup of coffee or hot chocolate.
The better way to live, I call it friendly live, is not to live.
Just not to be bored at all.
not to be alive.
So I've decided to have a quick chit chat with you guys while I'm waiting for my last class for today. I wanted to share a little bit my story, like my therapy story. I don't know, it's like a bit too personal, but I think that maybe it might help somebody who's going through something similar. So today on my therapy session, we were tackling the same issue that we have been tackling for a pretty long time now. It was actually the thing that I came to her with. So it was my anxiety, and I don't have like any anxiety attacks, nothing like that. It's just that this feeling inside of me, it's like feeling anxious, feeling nervous about something all the time. It's been driving me crazy for a long time now, and I have been struggling with this, like really. And I didn't even notice this before. I thought that all people lived like this. But then I met some people who were like really enjoying their life, and they were really like careless, and they didn't think so much about their chores, or they didn't pay so much attention to other people's opinion. They were just, having fun in their life, and they didn't care much about some problems they had. And I realized that there was something wrong with me. Like, why am I living every day of my life just being afraid of something, being conscious of somebody else's opinion, just being anxious about all small things? So over the last 4 nights, for example, I've been sleeping really badly, and I have been waking up in the early morning like a lot of times just because I was scared to oversleep my first class. And that's like, it has never happened to me, like literally never. And I have no idea why I have this fear inside of me, because it has never happened before. And I wake up like every 10 minutes scared that I just slept through my first class. And then I look at the time in my phone, and I realize that I have like an hour more to sleep. So that's really awful. And we discussed this today, and we found out. So I can't say that I always live like this. And I think that therapy helped me a lot. And so I didn't have so much anxiety over the last 2 years as I had before. But somehow it's gotten bigger over the last couple of days. And we're discussing this together a lot, like why, what triggered it. And I couldn't even remember like what did. So I remember that on last Friday, I felt good. On Saturday, I felt good too. But then suddenly something happened, and I started feeling more anxious since Sunday. And I was really sad all the time, gloomy and very sleepy. So I didn't have like any energy at all. I was really tired all the time. I just really wanted to sleep all the time. I didn't want to do anything. And a lot of things just irritated me. I was angry at Mark. I was really angry at my friends, some of them. Sorry, guys. And just a lot of things made me mad, made me feel aggressive. And I couldn't understand why. Oh, and especially my blog. I hated my blog. I hated everything I did there. All my stories, all my reels, my posts, like everything. The highlights that I made, my bio, like everything. I hated everything there. I hated you guys for not writing anything. Like I was just really, really mad at everybody. And then, so my therapist, she was asking me a lot of questions, trying to understand like what was the trigger of all this hatred and irritation. And then we got right to the point. We suddenly remembered that on Saturday, I thought that it would be a good idea to write a comment to Mitroshina's latest post, where she asked people to write what kind of problem they have on Instagram. And other people should help you just figure out why you have this problem. So I thought that it could be a good idea, which was a big mistake, of course. So I sent a message, like I made a comment saying that, guys, please look at my profile. And I have some problems with my reels because they don't get into recommendation section, and I don't have any new followers because of that. So can you please help me figure out why my reels are not as good as they should be? And I got 51 response. And that was a lot. That was a lot to take in. So basically it was kind of obvious, like this post, this comment was made for criticism. It's like you asked for it. So I asked for criticism and I got it. I got what I asked for, but I was not prepared for this. I got so much criticism, like 50 people criticized my reels and gave me advice, and all the advice, it was like really different. You know, they were like opposite sometimes. For example, one person said that I was not emotional enough, and I should be like more emotional and I should be more dynamic. The other person said that I should be more serious because I'm a serious expert, so I should wear like a shirt and act like a real teacher, and I shouldn't wear like bright colors, or I shouldn't have anything on my background because I have to be a serious expert. Some people said that I have too much life in my profile. It's like too many life stories which are not interesting for anybody and not enough useful content. Other people just told me that I have too much useful content and I need to focus on my life. And I was like, damn. So on the one hand, I understood that you should do the content that you want to do, because all people have different opinion of your content, and you can never be good for everybody. That's the first thing that I thought of. But the other thing, it just really triggered this little girl inside of me, and that's another thing that we have been discussing with my therapist for a long time. You know, I was trying to be a good girl. Okay, I should use present perfect continuous here just because I still do this. I've been trying to be a good girl for everybody for a long time now, since I was like very little, since I remember myself. Like all the time when I was at school, I was trying to be like the best student, get only the best marks, get this gold medal, then red diploma at university. Like I always tried to be nice to everybody, to be liked by everybody. It was like my main mission in life, to be this nice girl whom everybody likes, which is impossible, of course, because all people are different, and that's not healthy. That's not a healthy thing to desire this, like to desire this being liked by everybody. That's not normal. And but this is what it is. I mean, I'm trying to change this inside of myself, and I think now I'm already doing this, but there is still a part of me that like tries really hard to be liked by everyone, and that's some hard shit, especially when we talk about my blog, because my blog, it like unites all the things that I hate about myself and all these things that I'm trying to work with. It's like, it's one thing when I'm trying hard to be like in real life. So I mean, I can just give presents, a lot of presents to my friends, like invite them over every week, or I'm trying to give presents to my husband, to invite him to places, to cook him something, to be a good wife, to be a good friend, to be a good daughter. That's one thing. And I'm already like working on this. So I'm not trying as hard as I did before. So that's a good start. But my blog, that's another thing. Like, it's a completely different thing, because there I'm still trying really hard. And every time I don't get enough response, and every time my views are lower than they should be, I feel so disappointed, and I always feel like it's somehow my fault. So I always try to come up with a new content idea, with a new idea, like to present my ideas, like with new design or something like this. Like, I'm doing all my best, you know, to be liked by you guys, to be liked by my subscribers, and that's tough. And it shouldn't be like this, because I start losing all this passion. I don't feel as passionate as I was before about like developing my blog. That's why I feel so good now recording this video, because it's something new for me, and nobody judged me on YouTube before. Probably they will, but yeah, basically I hope that you traced some logic in my story right now, just because I didn't prepare any script. It just came from my heart, and I just wanted to share this. That it's hard to be a straight A student. It's hard to live with so much expectations about yourself. And I just need to fuck off. I just need to get rid of these thoughts and get rid of this idea of like hoping to be liked by everyone, because it's useless, and it just spoils my life and makes me feel miserable. A very nice cat. Yeah. So you will not take him to Hamburg tomorrow with you? I have finally finished all the work for today. Really excited about that. I can smell something nice because Mark is cooking dinner for us. I'm really happy about that because I don't have to cook. I can just eat and enjoy.
Maybe the first time the show?
Футболку сделала моя мама. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Заказывайте, пожалуйста.
So right now I'm doing my bedtime routine, and it includes lip balm and all sorts of creams and smart oil too. So I basically cover all my parts of the body with something. Now that I'm all oily and creamy too, I'm gonna read a bit. Actually, that's kind of tough right now because I'm reading 2 books. One of them is fiction and the other one is non-fiction. And I don't like either of them. So that's a big problem because I'm not interested in what I'm reading. And that sucks because I don't find the books captivating. I can't call them like a page turner or nothing like that. So if you have any ideas about the books that I could read, please share in the comment section. So I'm still like doing this just because this oil doesn't want to get in the skin, just on the surface. So I'm gonna apply it like everywhere else. Actually, before we get to the reading part, I really want to show you this diary that I have. It was my aunt's gift for New Year's, and it's called 1 Question a Day. I actually have no idea how to translate this word. It's like a notebook for 5 years, and it's really cool. See, like here, you have pages with dates for every date of the year, and you have sections for 5 years. So basically you answer one and the same question every day. I mean, every year, the same day, you answer the same question. And it's really cool because you can see how much you're changing, how your ideas are changing, and I think it would be really cool. So every day I have a different question. So let's see, today is the 25th of January. The question is your favorite room in your apartment. That's a good question as long as I have only 1 room. Okay, if we count kitchen, the hall and the bathroom too. Of course, I like this room the most, just because it's the nicest one. And I decorate it to my liking. And I hate all the other rooms, to be honest, just because the design sucks, as I have already told you in the morning. But this room, I like it a lot because it represents my inner world, so to say. I really like the light everywhere, the candles, the photos, the plants, which are dying slowly, by the way. My paintings too. I really like this place. So my shark and I are prepared to go to sleep now. It's 11 p.m. Probably I'm gonna do my meditation again for my nighttime. And if you're wondering why there is no husband in this bed, he's actually communicating with his friends right now in the kitchen. So it's actually a typical thing for us. I always go to bed before he does, and I normally wake up in the middle of the night when he comes back. But that's okay for us. It works for both of us. Besides, I love falling asleep alone because I hate it when there is like somebody nearby, and I hate somebody's making some sounds like snoring. I hate snorers. Thank God that Mark is not a snorer, only when he drinks beer, which he doesn't do very often. That makes me very happy. And I hate snorers, and I hate when people breathe. I mean, when they breathe like with sound, it really irritates me too. Okay, so on such a bright note, we're gonna finish this vlog. Actually, I've been really meaning to say this the whole video because it's my first YouTube video ever. Okay, are you ready? I'm ready. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the I blew this. I totally blew this. I mean, I can't even pronounce this. I feel so nervous saying that shit. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below the video. I did this. It was really tough. Actually, I made all the videos today from the first take, and this was the only mistake that I made. Good night, guys. I hope you liked the video. I really enjoyed spending my day with you.